1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your own. Piaf.
Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table. Il fait si froid dehors, ici c'est confortable. Laissez-vous faire, milord, et prenez bien vos aises. Vos peines sur mon cœur et vos pieds sur ma... Off! Get your fucking hands off me. I ain't done nothing yet.
One, two, three. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your own. Piaf.
Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table. Il fait si froid dehors, ici c'est confortable. Laissez-vous faire, milord, et prenez bien vos aises, vos peines sur mon cœur et vos pieds sur... Off! Get your fucking hands off me. I ain't done nothing yet. Just look and see us kids who walk. Keep your fucking hands off me, I ain't done nothing.
It's all right, kid.
Oh, sorry, Gov. What can I do you for?
Do me for?
Yeah, well, if I'd known you was coming, I'd have shaved me legs.
Never mind the legs. Where did you get the voice?
Well, it's so they can hear me over the traffic.
How long have you been singing?
Couple of minutes.
Extraordinary.
Well, I said I was sorry. Hey, Twan, guess what?
Fuck off.
What's that?
Fucking pimp had me standing on that fucking corner. I thought my bleeding toes would burst. I haven't seen more than a couple of fellas all night. He's got to change my shift.
Here, listen.
Him and his bloody favourites think I don't know.
Listen, you'll never believe this.
Fucking pimp. That fat Helen, she does what she fucking likes. Sits in the fucking cafe half the time. I'm not going to stand for it.
Bloke comes up to me on the street.
What?
This bloke,
Aye.
you'll never guess.
What?
Me big chance. You know, like on the pictures.
Aye.
Bloke comes up to me on the street. Here, do you know, I knew it was going to happen. Remember last week when we saw the fortune teller?
Hold on.
You remember? Well, I was standing outside the Clooney Club singing. Singing. Okay, don't believe me.
How much did you make?
I'm just getting going, and all of a sudden, there he is. A real swell. Top hat, silk scarf, silver cane, the lot. Next thing I know, he's invited me inside the Clooney Club. Come and have a drink, my dear. Take the weight off your feet.
Aye.
Twan, you never seen nothing like it. There was blue velvet all over the walls and chairs with little gold tassels all the way round. He sits me down.
Oh, I get it. Another fucking funny. He must have been hard up. Here, can you see any crabs?
No. Listen. He says to me, you've got a good voice. Shut up. I want you to star in my show. What do you think of that?
Oh, Christ, she's away.
No.
Ede, it's true.
Ede. Look, I'm not saying he's young or good looking or anything.
What the fuck are you talking about? You gone off your head or something?
I keep trying to tell ya. He wants me to sing in his show.
Where?
The Clooney Club.
Where all the swells go?
Yeah.
Get away. Where did you get that?
Told you. He gave it me. For nothing. What shall I do?
Nah, sounds funny to me. I wouldn't have nothing to do with it. He's got a little business going. He's short of girls. Christ, he must be.
Speak for your bloody self.
Watch it.
Well... Yeah, what am I gonna wear?
It's too big for you.
Well, what about that dress you were knitting to visit your mum in?
Which one was that?
You know. You know, for her funeral.
Never finished it. Do you want to have a lend of my lipstick?
Thanks.
Here. Use this.
He told me to have a bath, wash me hair.
Christ. Well, you want to look decent. What's the matter now? Come on, out with it.
Can I have a lend of your handbag?
No, you bloody can't. Oh, all right.
Thanks. I'm late.
Take it easy, squirt. Well, it can't be for fucking singing, can it? He can hear that for nothing in the streets. She'll end up in Tangier, silly bugger.
You're late.
Sorry.
Come on.
Just look and see us kids walk the back streets, taught to sell their wares. We've such
Rougher. Make it rougher. It's a rough song, Edith. Sing it the way you were singing out there.
Just look and see us kids walk the back
Edith Gassion. We'll have to do better than that.
Well, what about the one you said yesterday?
Little Nipper? What was that?
Oh, the little sparrow.
What do you think?
Well, it's all right. It's no good going for something glamorous.
Oh, thanks.
The Little Sparrow, La Mon Piaf. The Kid Sparrow, Piaf.
Piaf. Piaf.
Piaf? What sort of name's that?
It's better than Edith Gassion.
Right.
It's not a stage name, kid.
Oh. Oh, well, how about Solange del Sol?
Piaf, yeah, that's all right.
Zosine Heliotrope?
Piaf, Piaf.
Desiree de la Renta?
Piaf.
Piaf.
Piaf? Where the fuck am I gonna get with a name like that?
Anywhere'd be a start.
D'un bout à l'autre de la semaine, sur les boulevards, dans les faubourgs, on les voit traîner par centaines, le guêtre sale et les amours, dans des chemises de 10 jours, sous la lumière des réverbères, prenant des airs de Pompadour, ce sont nos belles ferronnières. Ce sont nos poupées, nos guignols, nos pantins. Écoutez dans la nuit, elles chantent ce refrain. Just look and see us kids who walk the back streets, taught to sell their wares. We've such classy airs, nothing in our pocket, searching through the gutters, picking through the rubbish for a thing called love. No one gives a damn, we don't get a man who wants to care, who'll stay and play us fair. Not no love anywhere. When the night is over, yet another day, we will have to stay. The kids from the back streets.
Okay, kid, that's enough. Light.
Okay, kid. Okay.
Yeah?
Are you hungry?
Not half. What's so fucking funny?
That's the finger bowl, Scruff. It's for washing your hands.
Well, where's the soap? All right, clever cock. You're so bloody interested. Send me drink. Now you can watch me piss.
it's you. I thought you'd pushed off. What do you want?
Well, I thought you'd want to see me.
What for? Come on, I'm tired. I've had a long day.
Well, it's up to you, innit?
What do you mean?
Well, I thought you might like a quick... Look, you give me my big break. Yeah, well, I mean, it's okay for me.
What?
Well, you must have done it for something. Look, if you want sucking off or anything, just say the word. No skin off my nose.
Ah, I understand. Emile? As you see, little fish.
Oh, why didn't you say?
What do you think, my dear?
Well, they seem to like her. At least you can hear her over the cutlery.
Wait!
We can hear you halfway down the street. You're supposed to be at the club. Papa LePlay is screaming blue murder.
Hey, Twan, grab hold of this, will ya? It's a big one.
What? For nothing?
Do us a favour. I'm pegged out.
Oh, all right.
Oh, he's a legionnaire.
Oh, why didn't you say? Here! What's he on about?
He's a fucking Algerian.
You ain't half late. Here, hold on a bitty, matey. You don't think we could lie down? I've got bad feet, see?
You're late. Oh! Steady on. My head's not too good.
Do you know your trouble? Too much of the other.
You're a familiar little devil. You're going to have to settle down, you know, if you want to make something of yourself. You won't always have me.
Why? Where you going?
No, it's nothing. I'm just feeling a little odd.
A little who?
I'm going to miss you. Tell me, do you ever get any nightmares?
No.
I dreamt of my mother last night. Gave me quite a turn. She seemed to be beckoning me.
Oh, lucky you. I never saw my mother. She took one look at me, she was gone.
All on your own, are you?
Yeah. I wasn't always, though. I had a little girl once.
You?
People looking after her? Real cunts. They simply never told me. Hey, do you know, someone said, your kid's ill? Well, I was round there the next day. Oh, no, you can't come in. It's not convenient. Anyway, she's dead. Well, I wasn't having that. I wanted a lock of her hair for my locket. Hey, and you know when people die, they go really stiff? Well, I couldn't keep hold of her at all. She slipped about all over the place. It was a right old fracas. What's the matter?
You said you'd get LePlay over here after you're done singing.
Yeah, all right.
Well, get him over then.
All right, all right. Hey, Papa, come and have a drink. Eddie, Jack, little Louis. What do you think of little Louis?
Some other time, perhaps. I'll tell Emile to bring you a drink.
Well, I don't count the takings, eh, Papa?
Now, never you mind about that.
Ah, go on now. You must be rolling in it.
That's what they all think.
Hey, did you hear the one about the man who got cock trouble?
Shut up.
He goes to this chemist and he says, I've got terrible trouble with my cock. Listen. And the chemist says, for fuck's sake, man, can't you see I've got a shop full of ladies? You'll do me out of business. Take these tablets 3 times a day. If you have any more trouble, come back next week and call it your elbow. He goes back next week. The chemist says, how's your elbow? He says, I've been taking the tablets, but I still can't piss out of it.
You messed it up, didn't you?
No, I never.
10 fucking francs. All right. Where'd you say you kept it?
What?
Here's money, you twat. The cash box.
Looky, look. Why don't you and me get together, eh?
Yeah.
Great. But what about little Louis here?
Does he keep in his room?
Little Louis's got no place to stay.
Oh, no. Where's Papa's room? Little Louis could go up there, proposition him. You never know, it might work out for them. And you and me can enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
Where is the safe, you bitch?
Dans la ville inconnue, je n'aime rien. Je prends toujours des rues qui vont trop loin, d'interminables où je me perds, des quais, des avenues et des boulevards déserts, puis entre deux maisons. J'entends le tintement de l'entrain sur un pont qui ne va nulle part. Dans la ville inconnue, soir et matin, comme ce chien perdu, je vais et je reviens. And a bus changes gear. Do you want to lie down? There's a bench in the park, but the train's leaving town. Now the cafe is closed and he's crossing the street. Am I just a disease? Why do they retreat in this town with a name I'll never know? Alone on the street, nowhere to go. Are you looking for fun? Just come to me. Read, you'll enjoy it, you'll see. Can't you give me a smile? Just one more trick. The price of a meal. I feel sick. I feel sick. Oh, feeling so low. This town with a name I'll never know. Come on, give us a smile.
Come here. Sit down. Edith. Name?
You got it.
That's right. Edith Gassion, known as La Mom Piaf.
What have I done wrong? What am I supposed to have done? I don't know why you've got me here. I ain't done
Address?
nothing wrong. I ain't got one.
No fixed address.
Look, I had nothing to do
Right.
with it.
We will now proceed with your... What was your involvement in the Le Play affair?
What?
Name?
Oh, Christ.
I advise you to cooperate.
I ain't done nothing.
That is what I am here to find out. Father's occupation?
Street acrobat? An executive?
What was your relationship with the deceased?
When? Oh, who?
With Papa Le Play.
Oh, I wasn't no relation of his.
Le Play the night he was murdered.
Not only me, other people.
Friends of yours?
People I know, yeah.
These names? You were seen together.
We were just having a laugh.
Planning to rob your patron, Louis Le Play.
No!
You told them where he kept his money.
No.
Where did he keep his them?
They asked me.
Edith Gassion, I ask you formally, what was your implication in the Le Play affair?
Never had nothing to do with it. He was my governor, weren't he? Gave me my big break. I'm not going to want to do him in, am I? I keep seeing him. stains all over his shoulder. I ain't done nothing. What a shame. I was doing so well.
Ed, you're famous.
What's going on?
I got you a booking. You're doing a guest appearance tonight at the Pickup Club.
Says who?
Says me. Here's your contract. You're famous. Show the paper. Show the paper. Can't you read? It's all about your life with Papa. What do you call it? Ménage à trois. That sort of thing. Do you get it?
What's it all about?
There. No, there. Club singer in alleged gangland slaying.
Oh, come on. I ain't got all day.
They think you done him in.
But he can't prove nothing. You're in the clear, so sign that contract.
Go on, Ed.
Just a minute. Push on.
Word. You are money. And while you're money, you'll do as I say. Right. That's 500. Get yourself toffed up. I want you soigné, sophisticated, and elegant. Oh, and get rid of that.
What you talking about? I'm her partner. Anyway, where's that 50 you promised me? How much?
Hey. Hey.
What you doing? What do you want to go and do that for?
Okay, come on, let's push off before he sobers up.
Now, look.
You're nuts or something? He's going to be back here with the cops on his tail.
No, didn't you get it? He's working for you. He's your agent. Well, he says he is.
What?
He's going to get you bookings. Once he knows you can't sing, but while it lasts.
Yeah.
We could buy things.
Yeah. New clothes.
We could put down for a room with a B-day.
Steady on. No, he's gone daft. Pinched it out the till. He'll be in the wagon by now.
No, they all knew him. He bought me a double brandy. I said I knew who you was.
Oh. All right, then. We've got to think this one out. I'm going to get myself one of them little back skirts with a rhinestone panel down the front.
Nice little blouse.
Yeah. 8 blouses. Yeah. 5-inch heels.
What colour?
Crocodile.
Christ.
We'll have to entertain, you know. Buy ourselves a shaker.
Ice bucket.
Soda siphon.
Cocktail forks.
Toilet paper. We're really into
Can
it.
I come?
Sure.
Only I didn't know if you wanted
You
me.
found him, mate. We're in this together.
What about gloves?
Gloves?
Yeah, you've got to have gloves.
What do you want gloves for?
I don't know.
What a waste of money, innit? Don't tell me you're going to start using gloves. I get it. You're getting classy ideas for your clientele. Fancy fun and games.
All I need's the gear.
Right. You can wear one of them long frilly things. Hang on. You're working for me.
Yeah?
Fuck the gloves.
Yeah.
We'll have proper furniture. 3-piece suite, fridge, telephone.
Telephone.
Bar stools.
Bar stools.
With squashy seats.
Made out of elephants' testicles.
Hey?
Well, it's what I heard.
Oh. Oh, well, if it's the fashion. Christ, have you realised?
What?
We can have all the fellas we want. The ones we want.
So what?
We'll get a room.
Yeah.
Throw a party.
Yeah.
Invite them all round to our place.
Yeah. We could start off at the Club d'Orange.
Way!
Whenever you're ready.
What?
Restaurant La Martine, 10 o'clock. I shall squeeze time till then.
Oh, I do feel funny.
Shut up.
Oh,
What are you doing?
my stomach feels like a fucking Wurlitzer. Must be the brandy.
Where are you going?
For Christ's sake, Edith.
Oh, he's lovely. He's got lovely clean hair, and he's got eyes like a shop full of irises. Oh, he's a real gent. What's the matter now?
I can't find the paper.
You're supposed to be the bloody hostess. Here, use this.
Oh, thanks.
You're gonna have to pull your bloody socks up, mate. Fine bloody hostess you turned out to be. You let down the whole feel of it.
Sorry.
Well...
Piaf,
What's the matter?
you know I don't like to be touched.
Well, did I sing all right?
I thought you were over the top a bit.
Me? Never.
Piaf, your private life is your private life. Don't mix it.
Oh, come on. They like me singing to you. Everybody knows. I used to do myself every night on tour thinking of you in your blue dressing gown.
Piaf, your voice.
Oh, Christ. Nothing's right. I wish I was back with Twan and the boys.
You don't have to stay in the gutter just because you were born there.
I feel out of place. I'm doing like what you said, trying to be a fucking lady. Sorry.
After all, they don't want rubbish at the Olympia.
The Olympia. The Olympia? You rogue, you arsehole. He's gone and done it, and he never said. Have I really got it, the Olympia? Have I? No. I don't believe it. La fille de joie est belle, au coin de la rue là-bas. Elle a une clientèle qui lui remplit son bas. Quand son boulot s'achève, elle s'en va à son tour. Chercher un peu de rêve dans un bal du faubourg. Son homme est un artiste, c'est un drôle de petit gars. C'est un accordéoniste qui sait jouer la java. Elle écoute la java, mais elle ne la danse pas. Elle ne regarde même pas la piste. Mais ses yeux amoureux suivent le jeu nerveux. Et les doigts secs et longs de l'artiste, ça lui rentre dans la peau par le bas, par le haut. Elle a envie de chanter ses physiques. Tout son être étendu, son souffle est suspendu. C'est une œuvre étendue de la musique. But now he is a soldier, he's going to the war. It won't be long, he tells her, I'll soon be back for sure. And then behind the shutters we'll build a clientele. The smartest house in Paris, only the best will sell. You'll wear the finest dresses, I'll have the best silk ties. Forever in our own paradise. Elle écoute la java, mais elle ne la danse pas. Elle ne regarde même pas la piste. Mais ses yeux amoureux suivent le jeu nerveux. Et les doigts secs et longs de l'artiste, ça lui rentre dans la peau, par le bas, par le haut. Elle a envie de chanter ses physiques. Tout son être étendu, son souffle est suspendu. C'est une œuvre étendue de la musique. La fille de joie est seule au coin de la rue là-bas. Les filles qui font la gueule, les hommes n'en veulent pas. Et tant pis si elle crève, son homme ne viendra plus à dire tous ses beaux rêves. Sa vie, elle est foutue. Pourtant ses jambes tristes l'emmènent au boui-boui, où il y a un autre artiste qui joue toute la nuit. Elle écoute la java, elle entend la java, elle a fermé les yeux, ses doigts secs et nerveux, ça lui rentre dans la peau, par le bas, par le haut. Elle a envie de coller ses physiques. Alors pour oublier, elle s'est mise à danser, à tourner au son de la musique. Arrêtez, stop, stop the music.
Ladies and gentlemen, countrymen, countrywomen, War has broken out. I have to tell you, it is war.
Fucking Germans! Not a good prick among a lot of them, and I should know.
Please. Ladies and gentlemen, in this solemn moment...
They do it all by numbers.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Hitler has only got one ball. Goering has two, but they are small.
I got the fucking King of Romania over there.
He couldn't make it on account of the fact that I didn't have enough up top.
No shit.
He said if I had big tits, he could come whenever he wanted. But seeing as how I hadn't, he couldn't.
Give him the push.
I like him. Usually I only like men with great big conks. His is short and piggy. Funny, innit?
Face up to it. You two ain't made for each other.
Yeah, that's real whiskey. Where'd you get it? Well, what's all this for? Is somebody having a birthday upstairs?
It's nothing to do with Madame and the girls.
Well, anyway, I wouldn't go. I don't want people getting the wrong idea.
You wouldn't go? That's a laugh. You wouldn't get in. You have to be good looking to work up there. Keep your mouth shut and no messing about.
Closer, God.
This is my mate, Antoinette. Make yourselves comfortable.
I wondered what you wanted me for.
Mademoiselle Piaf, I think you are a good singer. Bubblehoft? I was seeing you in Amsterdam in 37.
No shit.
You are first with me. My friend also likes very much your singing.
I'm a flachen, den Liespraffen wir jeden Nacht auf Wollüstlitten, die Konzertine in Deutschland
Yes,
singen
well,
und dieses
I'm
Lied.
sorry we haven't got anything to
Die
offer you
haben
to
alle
eat.
ihre...
Only we've got nothing. Nothing to eat. Hungry.
Ach, Himmel. Supply is very short. We too are cut in the ration.
Aren't you in the catering corps, then? I only asked them because they were in the catering corps. Our motto is share and share alike.
Was ist los?
Ich weiß nicht.
Wir haben die Speise.
Leise, später, die Speise. I am this small gift forgetting.
You?
Good.
You?
Very good.
Good.
Yes, well, perhaps you two boys would like to pop upstairs. Madame and the girls are dying to give you a good time.
Oh, but we was thinking...
Oh, no. Me and my friend, Naughty Hories. We only live here because the madame who lives upstairs gets coal and grub from the Krauts. No, I mean our German allies. No, I mean the black market. No, I don't know where she gets it.
So we don't freeze to death.
Gehen wir hinauf.
Was?
Wir sollten nach oben gehen. Was gibt's? Es gibt ein kleines Missverständnis.
Missverständnis? Was haben Sie gemacht?
I've never seen so much grab in all my life. Peaches.
Don't be so fucking greedy.
I've only had 2 bits.
You had 3.
No, I never.
Yes, you did.
No, I never.
Yes, you did.
No, I never.
Yes, you did.
Send those bloody Germans upstairs.
Christ, I forgot it was Monday.
What?
She lets the resistance in for nothing.
What? All the resistance?
Shut up.
Well, where are your mates then?
Gone out the window. I hope that bloody glass roof holds.
They've fallen through.
Sharp as ever, Einstein.
Oh, do you want the photos?
What photos?
From the prison camp. Me and the boys, you stupid twit here. You nearly got me into trouble. Those guards started getting really nasty.
Yeah, tell him where you hid the film.
These are no fucking good. Can't use these to forge ID cards. They're all smiling, aren't they? You'll have to go again.
Oh, Christ.
Get your agent to fix another tour. As far as the Krauts are concerned, you're clean. Now, I want plenty of pictures with the boys, but steady face shots, and for Christ's sake, cut out the funny stuff. There's 500,000 of our countrymen behind barbed wire. How are we going to spring them without papers?
All right.
Well, don't fuck about it. It's people's lives.
I know.
Fine bloody way to win a war.
We've got to eat.
Yeah, there's more than one way to win a war, you know.
What, fuck them to death?
How many of those jars did you give him?
Allow my lovelies. You're gonna give me a good time.
Piss off.
Come on.
Heard what she said?
I'm a wholesale butcher. Now, you're not gonna turn down a nice boy in the meat business, are you?
It's time I was getting back anyway, Ede. You know, the war effort.
Honest. What you'll do for a bit of sausage. Et je voudrais rien qu'un instant la goualante du pauvre Jean que les femmes n'aimaient pas, mais n'oubliez pas, dans la vie y a qu'une morale, qu'on soit riche ou sans un sou, sans amour on n'est rien du tout. Jean would live from day to day, never worked but loved to play, had no job, no steady pay, what a foolish guy. He was shameful with his women, but if only he had known that life is empty without love. He would dine with dukes and earls, choose the most attractive girls, steal their hearts, then steal their pearls, then begin again. Oh, he thought he had the answer, but if only he had known that life is empty without love. Il vivait au jour le jour, dans la soie et le velours, il pionçait dans des beaux draps, mais n'oubliez pas, dans la vie les pots de balle, notre cœur est au clou, sans amour on n'est rien du tout. Et voilà mes braves gens, la goualante du pauvre Jean, qui vous dit en vous quittant, aimez vos parrains, 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 soin.
Hey, you're Edith Piaf, aren't you?
Do you know? Ever so many people say that.
No, kid, you look really like her. You are Piaf, aren't you?
How do you know?
The laugh.
Yeah, what are you doing out on the streets? You want to watch it, kid? The patrol will pick you up.
I'm okay. Listen, Piaf, after the war, can I be your agent?
Bloody cheek. Have you had any experience?
No, I've never worked. I couldn't get a job. Does that rule me out?
From being an agent? No.
Right then. See you after the war.
Mind you, I've got my own conditions.
Good.
Bloody cheek. Bicycle clips and all.
Piaf.
You're back. All in one piece. To the most beautiful woman in the world.
I could do with a drink. To Piaf, the one and only. The rest of us can only try.
Yeah. What happened to you in the army? Your legs are longer than ever.
And you didn't take your vitamins. To peace and freedom. The war's over. Now everything changes.
You can say that again.
I heard about your fee for the tour. Marvelous. Have a great time in the States.
Yeah.
Wait till you see America. Oh, they'll roll out the red carpets for you. Piaf, what's the matter?
Nothing. It's great. Well, no bloody fun, is it?
Piaf, the war's over.
Sure, I know. It's great. Well, all the fellas have gone. I miss the Yanks. I'd rather be low on eggs again.
Oh, I see. So that's the trouble.
Well, during the day when I'm working, men are just a pain in the arse. But I do like someone to cuddle up to at night. Do you know what I mean?
Well, in that case.
Yeah.
Maybe I introduce you to someone.
Oh, come off it. He's not going to look at me if you're around.
No. If you're a good girl.
I'm a good girl. Who is he?
Maybe I introduce you to Marcel.
Marcel? Marcel who?
The champ.
The boxer? You mean you know him? You know the champ? Go on, Marcel, go on, get in there, kill him. Oh, Christ! Marcel! That's it, go on, get back up in there, go on, you got him, you're on your way home! Kill him! The champ! I wish you could have seen me when I was younger. I had lovely little tits.
They look all right to me.
No. I'm going here, too. And I'm losing me back teeth. Look. Can I have a look in yours? Christ! Aladdin's cave. Ain't you got none of your own, Marcel? Must have cost you a fortune.
Ah, they get loose, right off at the root. Have them out. At least they don't get my cheeks cut.
Oh, yeah. Hey, it's like those little kids in the home I was in. They used to pull out all their teeth so they couldn't bite each other. Champ.
I'm just a guy with a fisty.
You're more than that. You can pick and choose. You don't have to go around with an old bag of bones like me. You could do better, love.
No, I couldn't.
I mean, I can get fellas because I'm Piaf. But you don't need me. Oh, I've been with fighters before. Help them to spend it more than once and all. And when you and me go shopping, all we do is buy presents for your old lady and the kids. I don't know why I put up with it.
I'd marry you, Ede, if I could. You know that.
You're the faithful sort. You'll never leave Louise.
Well, she don't get much of a life, does she? Stuck at home.
Better than any woman in the world. Except me. I got this, and I. Is her figure better than mine?
No.
You're just saying it.
No.
Well, I think I will have an operation. All the stars are doing it.
Nah, you don't want to get yourself cut. Why take the risk?
You do. All the time.
It's different, love. That's part of the job. Mind you, they think you don't give a bugger. I had this manager once. He'd put me in anything for money. I was just a lad. Somebody down at Jim said, his face will be all over his shoulders. We don't care what he looks like, he says, so long as the money's right. He was right about the money. I never met anybody who did it for love. Now, you're on your own out there, all right? In the ring, I mean.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, 'cause I'm on my own, and I... Oh, I know it's not the same. Well, I don't go out there every night to get me head bashed in. Well, not unless I'm really unlucky. But it's just the same. Every time before I go on. Never mind what they've said to you in the dressing room, your mates. That walk to the mic. From here to Rome. And if you fuck it, well, you can't say, here, hang on a minute, mind if I have another go? They're all tired. They want to go home and you're all up. Yeah. And it's even worse if it's gone off well.
How do you mean?
Well, what is it to come off stage for? You're on your own again.
Hey, how many times I gotta tell you, as long as I'm here. Look, you want to pump around the...
Don't go, love.
I must, love.
Well, get an earlier plane back. For me.
Right, kid. But just for you.
Quand un homme vient vers moi, je vais toujours vers lui. Je vais vers je ne sais quoi. Je marche dans la nuit. Je cherche à t'oublier, mais c'est plus fort que moi. Je me fais déchirer. Je n'appartiens qu'à toi. Je n'oublierai jamais nous deux commencer mal, tous les nuits, tous les jours, la belle histoire d'amour, la belle histoire d'amour. Pourquoi m'as-tu laissé? Je suis seule à pleurer, toute seule à chercher. When a man comes my way and I need to say yes, it is you in my arms, only you I possess. And I call the wrong name, so my game is through. I can't play, I can't play, only your arms will do. Je n'oublierai jamais nous deux commencer mal, tous les nuits, tous les jours, la belle histoire d'amour, la belle histoire d'amour. Pourquoi m'as-tu laissé? Je suis seule à pleurer, toute seule à chercher. J'espère toujours en toi, je sais que tu viendras, tu me tendras les bras et tu m'emporteras, et tu m'emporteras, et tu m'emporteras, et tu m'emporteras, et tu m'emporteras. Don't say anything.
Piaf, there's nothing that can't be fixed. A change of repertoire, that's all.
Change of repertoire. And what about the bloody band? They play off the fucking beat. That's all they fucking do. They begin where I leave off.
Ah, Piaf.
And it's like singing in a cemetery.
Piaf!
I must have been daft. Why the fuck do you put me up for it? I should have listened to Maurice. I should have done that film.
We've got signed contracts, coast to coast, and a return spot here.
When were you born, kid?
Look, I'm telling you, there's a paper in there.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not worth the paper it's written on. Ass paper.
If the Americans want to renege on their contractual obligations, it's going to cost them a lot of money.
Ah.
They're legally contracted.
Listen, Pierrot, you've got a lot to learn. What do you think the law is? Who do you think it's for? It's not for people like us, I can tell you. People who make the laws do it for their own use. There isn't a contract that exists that can't be split down the middle. If they don't want me, I don't play. Believe me. Fact of life. I'm going home. I told you I don't want to see anybody.
Don't worry, don't worry.
Are you kidding? I just died out there.
Sure, we have to go to work, make some changes.
I'm going home. Book the flights, love.
Piaf, I think you should listen.
We'll talk about it.
Well, I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to be celebrating. It's a long time since I got the bloody bird.
Piaf, there's nothing that can't be fixed.
Shave under my armpits next time.
You'll make it here, okay? A different approach.
They don't know what the fuck I'm singing about half the time. Anyway, who wants to see some little cunt looking like a war widow when they can have Doris Day?
Don't put yourself down.
It's what they want. Good, clean fun. Maybe I should sex it up a bit.
Or for my dead body.
Look, you don't have my problems.
You think so?
Well, I didn't start out with what you've got.
Neither did I. Courtesy of MGM, Paramount. Don't tell me you fall for all that stuff.
Me and the world, love.
Well, it takes a lot of discipline.
Yeah, well, it has to be easy for you.
Oh, because I'm a Kraut? A Junker's daughter? Baby, in the end, you have to do it all by yourself. You don't need so much of that for a start.
Keeps me going.
Not for long.
Who cares?
Piaf, you have to get over him. You know you have.
Yeah. Get an earlier plane.
Oh, now don't cry. It'll ruin your eyes.
What did they expect? I know what they wanted. Some crap with a feather up its arse. I'm me.
Bravo.
When I go on to do a song, it's me that goes on. They see what they're getting. They get the lot. Everything I've got.
Sure, but learn to save it.
What for?
Piaf, you can't have an orgasm every single time you walk on stage.
I can.
Nobody can. Darling, nobody peaks all the time. Technique, Piaf, trust it. That way you don't exhaust yourself. You're going to be a big success here. Forget what happened. Okay, some changes. You can do that, you're the best. Highest paid woman singer in the world.
No, it's not the money.
Oh, sure, we do it because we want to be loved.
Yeah, well, whatever it is, it's certainly not the money. I mean, they couldn't print enough for the way we feel before we go on stage. I've seen you shaking away. No, it's got to be more than the money. Singing ditties every night, that's just a fucking tourist trade. No, when I'm out there, it's got to happen. Doesn't happen. Terrible.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. I'm off my own patch. That's why it's going wrong.
Good. Now you're beginning to work.
Okay. I'll give it a whirl.
This is a big country. Take care of yourself.
Sure, Mutti.
We'll have a great time here. Would you like to meet Harry Truman? He's about your size. Tells very good stories. I think you'll like him.
Yeah. I'd like to meet the natives. Hi, boys.
Well,
Hey.
hello.
What are you drinking?
Hello, Shorty. Where you been all my life?
Make it doubles.
Well, thank you, ma'am. What's a fancy little lady like you doing in a joint like this?
You'd be amazed.
Here's looking at you.
Got a room upstairs. So what are you doing, boys?
Anything you say, little lady, anything you say. You got any ideas?
What are you waiting for?
You mean me too, ma'am?
Well, if I'm giving lessons, I might as well take the whole class.
you're back. We were coming to meet you.
Caught an earlier plane. Nice place. Like it.
It was jolly difficult finding an apartment with 7 bedrooms. You did say 7.
Yes, I did. Lucien here likes a change of view every night.
Oh, I see.
No. It's for his group. There's 7 of them. 8, including me. We're gonna work together. I'm gonna put these boys on the map. Did you get that big fridge?
Will you all be dining at home?
No, it's just for a few snacks. Ice cream, hot dogs, hamburgers, they're growing lads. Oh, and cornflakes. They love cornflakes. Well, read me the notices, Lucien. Look at his dear little bum.
At first sight, you wonder. This dumpy little woman with the big forehead.
It's not that big.
Black dress, pale, agitated hands.
Right.
Then she opens her mouth. It sounds like you never heard. A cat mewing on the tiles. The ecstasy of morning. They are all here.
Do you want to feel me up?
How is it possible to listen to one woman singing 20 songs in a foreign language and find one's face wet with tears at the end? There is only one word for it, genius. And that genius is Piaf.
That's Alan. The fucker owes me money. Well, go on.
The voice, rising like the slanting sun from the floating bric-a-brac of the Seine on a warm spring morning, fuses the backbone. She sings of love, of unhappiness, of being made helpless by love. She sings of being alone and of feeling bad, and we can't bear it for her.
Who wrote that? Can't you read? Bloody kids. I ought to get myself a decent man.
Piaf, you know how I feel about you.
Yeah. I'm your fucking meal ticket. Well, where would you be without me?
Nowhere.
Right. Damn right, and don't you forget it.
Look, Piaf, let's not get in a fight.
Who said you could call me Piaf? Who said you could call me Piaf?
Well, what would you like me to call you?
It's Madame to you, and don't you forget it.
Even when we're fucking?
Especially when we're fucking. Marlene! Where is that middle-class bitch?
Piaf, I wish you wouldn't speak to me like that.
Don't forget to give the dog his enema. What do you think of him?
The young man?
Yeah, Lucien. Me new fella.
He's very good looking.
You can say that again. We really get it on together, cold little prick. I said cold
I
little
heard
prick.
you, Piaf.
Yeah, well, he'll do till I trade him up.
You look tired.
Always set up your next trick before you shove in the ice pick. There was a guy on the plane I fancied, but he was Australian. You have to draw the line somewhere.
You'd be much more comfortable in bed.
No, I can't sleep if I try. Have you got any tablets?
Piaf, that's too many.
Madeleine, I want full press coverage for this opening. I'm really going to make something of those boys.
It's all being taken care of.
Rub the back of my neck for me.
Do you want Gordon?
No, you do it. I don't want to listen to his troubles. It's worse on the right.
Try to relax.
I still miss him, you know.
I beg your pardon?
I said I still miss him, Marcel!
I know, Piaf, I know.
Ooh, I wish you could have seen him. Oh, well, we'd have packed up in the end. He'd have gone back to his wife, opened a garage, something like that. Hate being on my own without a fella. I don't like living without being in love. Here, you're on your own. What do?
I'm sorry?
You're on your own, what do? Do you see yourself off?
Do I have to answer that?
yes.
Well, actually, I have a little dog. A chihuahua.
You fucking middle-class put-down. Serves me right, eh?
Let me tuck you up.
Sure, sure. You got a lot to do. Madeleine.
What's the matter?
I'm lonely. Caught you out. Where are you going?
I must get some sleep.
You must. You must. What about me? Get somebody on the phone. Get Eddie.
Yeah, if it's 5 o'clock in the morning.
So what? Get Jean-Claude.
He's on tour.
All right, get Guy, Lucille, somebody. I must talk to somebody.
I could get Helen.
That fat bitch. I know. Get old Twan for me. Haven't seen her in ages. She's good for a laugh. My old mate from Belleville. Get Twan.
Before my time, I think.
Well, fucking find her. Fucking friends. Never here when you want them. You find Twan for me. Best fucking mate I ever had. She was. She's asleep.
Please don't wake her. She has such trouble sleeping.
Who, Weed? Sleeps like a horse.
Would you care to wait? I know she's dying to see you.
What for?
After all the trouble finding you.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't have got me usually. Only I'm on an earlier shift.
Let me get you something.
Edie! Edie! What's happened to you then?
Would you care for some coffee?
No, thanks. Upsets me liver. So who are you then?
I'm Madame's secretary.
Oh, not the hostess.
No, not the hostess.
How many rooms she got?
This floor and the one above.
2 whole floors, Christ.
You and Madame are old friends, I believe?
Yeah, we was on the road together. I'm a performer.
I see. What do you...
Well, retired now.
I see.
So you wouldn't have heard of me. So, you're the secretary, are you?
Yes.
Typing, that sort of thing.
I look after Madame's affairs.
Christ. You been here long?
No, not long.
You and her get on all right, do you?
Oh, yes.
What the fuck are you doing here?
She said you wanted to see me.
Christ almighty. There is a limit. I must have some fucking privacy.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. She can be ever so rude sometimes.
Perhaps when she's better.
Don't bank on it. Do you think you could pay my fare?
Of course.
Where's the fucking gargle? Where's she gone? Here. And where the fuck did you spring from?
I knocked off early to see you.
Oh. Oh, well, now you are here. How's your kid?
I got 2 more now.
You got 3 kids? I don't believe it.
You would if you had them.
What's your old man do?
Warehouse man. Sanitary supplies.
No shit.
I've been following you in the papers. I cut it out, you know.
Yeah, well, it's not all fun and games.
Oh, go away. You must be rolling in it.
Here, do you want to meet Errol Flynn? He's taking me to the ballet.
No, really?
Yeah, come on, I'll introduce you.
Well, I better go home, change, get a babysitter, you know.
No, never mind about that. We'll go round and see him in my new Porsche.
You can't drive.
Who says I can't? Anyway, what's the difference?
Hello, Einstein. Haven't seen you about lately.
No, well, I'm on another shift. What are you doing now?
Same as ever, bit of this, bit of that. Family okay?
Short of money.
Ask Piaf. She's a mate of yours. Get her to set your old man up in a little bar or something. Tell you what, there's a place going cheap down the road.
Yeah?
Guy who owned it shot himself. All it needs is a coat of paint. Give her a ring.
I can't.
Why not?
Another car accident. She's in hospital.
Take her some grapes.
They wouldn't let me in. They won't let her husband in either. She's been ill.
Sorry to hear about all that. Don't forget, remember me to her when you see her, love, okay?
She's a star now.
Well, it's good to see you.
Long time.
Oh, yes, lovely. Well, sit down. Take the weight off your feet. Any idea of, Only I said 10:30 because naturally I didn't expect to see you until about now.
She'll be along. Car's probably on its way.
Oh, sure.
She was up when I rang.
So, how's it going, huh?
Very well, very well.
Yeah? Plenty of money coming in, is there?
Oh, yes.
I should think you earn your screws, son. You've stayed the distance. How do you manage it?
We get along all right.
Yeah, she does what she wants, you mean.
No, there's give and take.
Oh, yeah? Well, it wouldn't do for me. There's only one thing to do with a woman who makes trouble.
What, make love to her, you mean?
Hit him in the face. They don't like that.
I'll remember.
Now, a couple of clips around a kisser, kid, you'd have no trouble at all. What about song?
Couple of new ones, very nice.
Yeah. Now, about the drugs.
Oh, now, come on. You know what she's like. It's worked before. She is a professional where the work's concerned, the best in the bloody world. Now, you know that. Where else can you fill this bloody barn without backup artists? She's always been a good thing from that point of view.
I pay for that.
Sure, we can come to some agreement. Look, if it keeps her happy, that's all that matters. Believe me, huh?
Yeah, well, I was sorry to hear about the car accident. She get my flowers?
Yes. Thanks.
How's she looking? Is she recovered?
Yes, she looks fine.
No scars?
No, she looks great. She's in love again.
Only I must have her soignée, sophisticated, and elegant. My audience is demanding.
Hello, Henry. How are you? Still the stiffest prick in Paris? How am I? Don't ask me. I look like a rat bag. Never mind, we're on the way. Wait till you see what I've got for you. Oh, where the fuck is he? Angelo! Angelo! The audition's in here, love, not in the lavatory. He's a bit nervous. How about that, then? Oh.
You want to shoot a scene?
Yeah.
Sing him now.
Well, that is a general idea.
When you're ready, son.
There is a land, a western land, mighty wonderful to see. It is a land I understand, and it's there I long to be. The stars at night are big and bright, deep in the heart of Texas. The prairie sky is wide and high, deep in the heart of Texas. Cowboys cry, K-F-B-I, deep in the heart of Texas. Reminds me of the one I love, deep in the heart of Texas.
Well, what do you think, Henry?
Piaf, he's a nice-looking boy. Have him. You deserve a break. No, I really mean it. Oh, please.
What do you think, Pierrot?
He stinks.
What's so fucking funny? And here you, what are you laughing at?
Now, look, you promised.
All right. You're wrong, the lot of you.
You can't even sing, love.
What's that got to do with it?
Piaf, we're not talking about his cock.
Aren't you? Oh, aren't you? Then you bloody well should be.
Darling, please.
Shut up. Look at him, 6 foot tall, good hairline, good nose, look at his thighs. Oh, all right, the suit's a joke. Even I can see that. But give him something decent to wear, some decent material to sing, and the girls will go mad. Well, he's a fucking dago, for Christ's sake. He needs ballads. Oh, soli mio. Oh, soli mio, pet.
Right, little one.
Come on, give him the old buongiorno.
Is it right? Is it too square?
I promise.
Mamma tu sole, oh che bello è neve, oh sole mio.
There you are. There you are. When he forgets to perform, he's lovely. He's a winner. Fucking men. All right. It is down to me. I'll whack him 30%. 50. Shut up, you. Whose side are you on?
All right. Okay.
Your call, please, Madame Piaf and Monsieur Angelo. Your call, please. Thank you.
What's the matter?
I don't know.
I do. You feel like a pansy.
No, it's just, I've always worked with my hands.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I don't belong here.
Nobody does.
I miss my mates.
Yeah, me too. Listen, all those bloody union meetings you go to, make a name first, then I'll listen to you. But you gotta make a name first.
As a singer?
Yeah, daft, innit? But that's the way it works. And stand still. Oh, and don't forget, new plot on number 3. Double intro, second pause, bar, you come in. Don't waggle your head. Make them come to you. Make them talented. Let's have a look at you. Over here. You're lovely. They'll love you. Oh, but don't forget the men. They've got to like you too. They've got to want to be you, right?
Right.
Right. And stick to the gestures we worked out. Don't drift into things of your own. And come off cleanly. Big strides. Slow, like we rehearsed. Don't hunch your shoulders and put your chin down. It makes you look ugly. What's the matter now?
Darling, could you just shut up a little bit?
Bloody nerve. Don't worry, love. I'll be there. It's together from now on. Oh, I was going to give you this after.
What is it?
What do you think? Vroom, vroom!
Eat it! Oh, but you shouldn't spend her like this.
Oh, just this once.
Your call, Madame Piaf. Your call, Monsieur Angelo. Madame Piaf and Monsieur Angelo, this is your call.
Darling, what are you doing?
Just something for the rheumatism, love. Mon ami,
un clown bien ridicule. Et dans le nom s'écrit en gifle majuscule. Pas beau pour un empire, plus triste qu'un chapeau. Il boit d'énormes rires et mange des bravos. Pour ton nez qui s'allume, bravo, bravo. Tes cheveux que l'emplume, bravo, bravo. Tu croques des assiettes assis sur un jet d'eau. Tu ronges des paillettes tordues dans un tonneau. Pour ton nez qui s'allume, bravo, bravo. Tes cheveux que l'emplume, bravo, bravo. The cheering of the crowd is clamoring in his ears. The poor unhappy clown, they've robbed him of his tears. The pain that racks his heart can't keep their laughs at bay. Out there they drown with cheers the life he's thrown away. Pour ta femme infidèle, bravo, bravo. Et tu fais la vaisselle, bravo, bravo. Ta vie est un rapproche qui claque sur ton dos. Ton fils te fait les poches et toi, tu fais l'idiot. Pour ta femme infidèle, bravo, bravo. Et tu fais la vaisselle, bravo, bravo. Le cirque est déserté, le rire est inutile. Mon clown est enfermé dans un certain asile. Succès de camisole, bravo de cabanon. Les mains devenues folles et battent leurs chansons. Je suis roi et je règne, bravo, bravo. J'ai des rires qui saignent, bravo, bravo. Venez que l'on m'acclame, j'ai fait mon numéro, tout en jetant ma femme du haut du chapiteau. Je suis roi, je règne, bravo, bravo, bravo.
Coming to do the treatments daily?
Yes, though I entirely agree with the hospital. It's madness for Madame to discharge herself.
I know, however, she insists.
There is still glass to be removed from the forehead. By the way, how did she lose 3 ribs?
A previous car accident.
Obviously, she should give up driving.
No, she doesn't drive. She tends to be driven by young men.
I see.
Look, we fully accept the risk, but we must get Madame Piaf working again. Now, when can she sing?
I beg your pardon?
She has a big concert coming up.
I don't seem to have made myself clear. The mouth is badly torn, ripped. We can't even start on that sort of scar tissue for months. You mustn't even speak.
No, it's impossible. The concert's in 6 weeks.
I don't think you understand. This patient is lucky to be alive. Most women of her age would have been dead from shock on arrival. There's severe internal injury, laceration, bruising. She's probably only alive because she's a singer. We got a good response from the diaphragm. There'll be a lot of pain for some time. Of course, she can be helped with that.
You mean morphine?
Yes. Why? Has she been on morphine?
No, it's nothing. It's just there was a lot of pain last time, that's all.
Good morning, Madame Piaf.
Oh, Christ, here it comes. Can you give me a shot?
I'm sorry, Madame, you've already had your prescribed dose.
Are you sure this'll help me sing?
Just relax.
Get on with it, then. Christ almighty!
I'm sorry.
Marlene! Oh. Forgot. Well, get on with it, then.
Madame, please, you say you want to sing in 6 weeks. It's impossible, but at least I'm trying.
Piaf, I've come to say goodbye. Piss off. Please, Piaf. After all you've done for me. Fucking go! That's my answer to you, cock. Stone cold sober. Very well. You've given me too much. I can't accept it. Goodbye, then. I wish you the very best. I really mean that. All right, all right. I'm a bloody cow. Florence Nightingale. I'll never leave you, Piaf. I'll do anything, anything, like hell. Do you know, they're after your balls. The lot of them! You don't appreciate me. Who the fuck do they think you are? What goes on here is the rest of me. Yeah, and it's not worth knowing about, I can tell you. They come here looking for fucking glamour. Yeah, they want glamour. They can pay to see me at the Olympia.
Could you keep your head straight, please?
No. No, they all want a bloody slice. Even the managers. Will they take the rough with the smooth? Will they, hell? Oh, they want the product. They want that all right. All wrapped up with a feather up its arse. But songs... They don't want songs. Stick to your standards, Piaf. Don't wear yourself out, meaning they don't want to fork out the time or the trouble. Yeah. What do they know about it? What do you all know about it? You know nothing! I said to him, I'm sorry, but I don't like it. Oh, I thought you'd buy it. It's a love song, Piaf. Love. No, pretty soon they're not going to want my stuff. My sort's dying out, going extinct. What they want now is discs. Canned. In the can. But the real thing, well, dodgy, innit? You can count discs, stack them, put them in containers. They don't bloody answer back.
Now, could you try to keep your head still, please?
What do you want?
Hello, darling.
I don't think I've had the pleasure.
You will, love. You will.
Cheeky with it. How'd you like to be in pictures?
Knock it off. I'm a singer.
Are you now?
Well, trying to be.
Gonna have to do a lot more than try, love. Start with your nose.
What about it?
Try changing it.
It's not a tyre. I don't carry a spare.
What's your name?
Jacko. Yeah.
Just my size.
That's what you think.
Your call, Madame Piaf. Madame Piaf, your call, please.
What's it like? Out front?
Electric.
Yeah. Yeah, the buggers think I can't make it.
Not a bit. They love you. Same as ever.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't give them no shit, that's for sure. You remember that, kid. You give them the real thing. You're good for me, Jacko. We're good for each other. Tell you what, give you a nose job for your birthday.
Listen, you don't have to buy. You don't have to give me anything. I'm here because I like you.
I believe you. No, you're all right. You can sing, too.
I don't know about that.
Don't piss on yourself. Plenty of others do that for you. So, how do I look?
Bloody good. Oh, your hair.
Don't worry.
Madame Piaf, your call, please. Your call, Madame Piaf, thank you.
Love, it's going to be okay. It's going to be fine.
You'll be there.
Right where you can see me.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you go on. I just need a minute. Get it together. Des yeux qui font baiser les miens, un sourire qui se perd sous la bouche. Voilà le portrait sans retouche de l'homme auquel j'appartiens. Hold me close and hold me fast. This magic spell you cast, it is la vie en rose. When you kiss me, heaven sighs, and though I close my eyes, I see la vie en rose. When you press me to your heart, I'm in a world apart, a world where roses bloom. And when you speak, angels sing from above. Everyday words seem to turn into love songs. You gave your heart and soul to me, and life will always be la vie en rose. Il est entré dans mon cœur, il me parle le bonheur, dont j'en connais la cause. C'est lui pour moi, moi pour lui dans la vie. Il me l'a dit, l'a juré pour la vie. Oh. Et dès que je l'aperçois, alors je sens en moi mon cœur qui bat.
Here, I said, kill it.
I thought you weren't coming. Have you got it? Oh, look, I ain't got any money on me. I'll get it tomorrow.
Sorry, Piaf, I can't do it, you know that.
Look, I can get it tomorrow, no trouble.
Look, can't you get it from the box office?
No, he won't have it.
Look, I'll be around in the afternoon.
Oh, no, please, I must have it.
You know better than that. We're in the same boat, remember?
Oh, Christ. Oh, God. Go. Please Cured and dry. How do I rate?
You'll do.
Would you pay for an all-nighter?
You can have one now if you like.
I like it. Keep it in.
Way!
Has she been a good girl?
A very good girl.
Cross my heart. Let's have a drink. Just one glass.
What the hell are you doing in a hotel? I went to the apartment.
Oh, they turned off the gas.
Bit of trouble with the bills.
And I wanted an omelette.
So you move into the Ritz?
Only for a while we're broke. Right. Everything's going to be different from now on.
Good.
Well, down to work. What have you come up with? Can't wait to start work again.
Piaf, I have to know. Is it finished?
Yes, love, it's finished. All I want... Here, that's all I want. Do you like his new nose? Just the work now.
Can't wait, love, can you?
When do we start, boss?
Piaf, it's bound to take a little time.
I told you I'm off the shit.
I can't get any bookings. Nobody wants to know.
I told you I'm cured.
We've tried everything. Nobody's playing.
Nobody's fucking playing. Right. All right. If that's what they want. If I have to prove it, I'll prove it. We'll do the provinces. Flea pits, holiday camps, cinemas, feel like a tour. Right, Jacko, lose a bottle.
Right,
Ring
love.
Michelle, tell him I want some new songs. Ring Eddie, we start rehearsing tonight. All right, Piero?
I don't know. It may be difficult.
Oh, come on. I'll be a draw. They'll come to see if I can stay on my feet. Look, it won't cost us. We'll get all the publicity we want. The press are on my side. Oh, come on, Piero. I've done it before. I can do it again.
One-night stands. Setups. Traveling overnight. That was a long time ago. We're all older. If we do it. If. I hold the purse. No running up debts. No freeloaders. No private shows, parties, subs, handouts. You've got to start hanging on to something. It won't last forever.
I know. I'm just an ignorant cunt who'll end up broke.
Well, if you're so bloody smart, then why don't you do something about it?
Stop trying to make a lady out of me. You'll have me buying stocks and bonds next.
You could do a lot worse.
Don't insult me.
I wasn't.
Yes, you were. All right. I made a mess of it with the junk.
Edith, it's just common fucking sense!
You're all the same. Even you.
You all right, love?
Can't get me the bookings, eh? Been trying, have you? Or is it second thoughts time?
What do you mean?
Where were you when I was in the loony bin?
Oh, now, look, I've told you I couldn't get away.
Oh, yes, that's right. You had a lot on. New clients, your apartment, your portfolio. I hear you're collecting glass now.
Now, what's wrong with that?
Leave it, love.
I know you may find it difficult to understand, but we're not all fucking obsessed with buying and selling.
Edith, there's nothing wrong with honest trade. After all, you sell your voice.
That's a laugh.
Only because you fuck about. You've been paid for the work, you just didn't hold on to it.
Oh, well, I'm just an old bit of slum rubbish, you know.
Well, don't worry, love. You'll never be a lady.
You're right there. Oh, I've seen them, the ladies. They get the hops for a fella, they take it out on a day's shopping. Fucking middle class. It all comes down to money. They think they can take it with them. Right. We'll go on as we are. Just get me the bookings.
Edith, I have to know. Is it finished?
Yes, love. It's finished.
1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your own. Piaf.
Allez, venez, milord, vous asseoir à ma table. Il fait si froid dehors, ici c'est confortable. Laissez-vous faire, milord, et prenez bien vos aises, vos peines sur mon cœur et vos pieds sur ma... Off! Get your fucking hands off me. I ain't done nothing yet.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your own. Piaf.
Please, let me sing.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you your own. Piaf.
It's all right, love, I'm still here.
How have you been?
Not so grand.
Did you get any sleep?
Well, I had to ask him to give me something.
Well, have a word with the doctor.
Yeah, I wish you bloody would. I can't get no sense out of him. So, your show's going all right, is it?
Yeah, very good. More than breakpoint. 80% last night.
Oh, that's good, really. Very good. Heard any more news about your tour?
Yeah, but nothing come of it.
How's that?
The terms weren't right.
What do you mean? It's a #1 tour. You're nuts or something?
No, I'm not going.
You bloody are. You are if I say so.
I'm not leaving you in here.
Oh, like that, is it? And who'll be the first to turn around and throw it in me face when the time comes? Don't be so daft, sunshine. They won't ask you twice.
Piaf, I am not leaving you.
Why? What's the matter? They told you I'm going to fucking die or something? What have they?
Of course not.
Well, what did they say?
That you need a rest.
Yeah, I'm rigid with rest.
Edith, why won't you marry me? I could take care of you, properly. I can take care of you, you know.
Look, it's a #1 tour. It's not nothing. I don't know. I don't understand you. I really don't. I put a bloody lot of work into you.
I'm not leaving you in the lurch. When you're ready, we'll tour together. I'm not leaving you in the shit. You can shout as much as you like. I shan't change my mind.
Oh. Well, as far as that goes, I suppose it'll have to come out in the open.
What do you mean?
Didn't you see him?
Who?
The orderly. He's got lovely blue eyes. You know they've always been my weakness.
Please,
it's
yeah.
the elbow, old son. Haven't you seen it coming? I mean, that's why they've not been letting you in. Oh, we've had some right old fun and games.
I don't believe it.
Hard luck on you, then. Get the message. You've had a good run for it. Now, listen. You've got a lovely voice, but keep it light. Lift, lift. And don't forget the diction. It never does them any harm to hear what you're singing about. Ooh, those eyes of yours. You'll knock 'em cold. Here, something for luck. Come on. Right now, give us a kiss. Right now, piss off. I want to get some sleep.
If you ever need any.
Bloody old martyr.
Oh, he's gone. Oh, by the way, he's here again.
What?
You know.
Who?
The foreign boy.
What's he want?
Honestly, I don't know. We've been trying to find out, but he's so shy. I think what he really wants is to see you.
Are you kidding?
I said I'd ask.
Tell him me fanny's dropped off. I'm having a transplant.
I shan't say anything of the sort.
Hey, here. What's he look like?
I keep telling you he's very good looking. Oh, you could just thank him, just for a minute. He's called every day.
Oh, well, just for a minute. Only if he's good looking. Frighten him for life. Right. Now you've seen me. What's the matter? Died of shock? Thanks, kid. What's in it for you, then?
I don't want anything.
Oh, no.
No. Well,
Aye.
perhaps to be near you.
What for?
Don't know. I like it. Makes me happy.
What's your name?
Teo?
Teo what?
Teophanes Lombuscus.
That'll have to go for a start. Tell me about yourself, Teo.
I've seen all your concerts. Olympia, Lyon, Bordeaux.
Bordeaux? Not so hot.
I also saw you in Frankfurt.
No, that weren't so hot either.
I wanted to come in America, but that was not possible for me because of the money.
I sang 30 songs in the Carnegie Hall. They applauded for 10 minutes. That's a long time. You're a nice-looking boy. Teo.
You want I should do your hair?
You a hairdresser? Oh, there's not a lot left, I'm afraid.
We shall do miracles.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't deserve such happiness. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to my husband, Teo Serapo. Teo!
They say that love is just another kind of trade, that nothing comes for free, the piper must be paid.
Teo, I don't believe it's true. I might have thought so once, but not since I found you.
Moi j'ai entendu dire que l'amour fait souffrir, que l'amour fait pleurer. À quoi ça sert d'aimer?
L'amour, ça sert à quoi? À nous donner de la joie avec des larmes aux yeux. C'est triste et merveilleux.
Tout ça c'est très joli, mais quand tout est fini, qu'il ne vous reste rien qu'un immense chagrin.
Tout ce qui maintenant te semble déchirant, demain sera pour toi un souvenir de joie.
Ensemble, si j'ai compris, sans un mot de la vie, sans ces joies, ces chagrins, on n'a vécu pour rien.
Mais oui, regarde-moi, à chaque fois j'y crois, et j'y croirai toujours, ça sert à ça l'amour. Mais toi t'es le premier, mais toi t'es le dernier, avant toi j'avais rien. Avec toi je suis bien, c'est toi que je voulais, c'est toi qu'il me fallait, toi que j'aimerais toujours, ça sert à ça, l'amour.
Who is it?
It's just a visitor, darling. The nurse will see to it.
Did she say who it was?
An old friend from Belleville, Toinette.
Oh, Twan? Never. Where is she? Fetch her in.
I think the nurse sent her away.
Twan! Where are you? Is it you? Well, who the fuck do you think it is? I'm not dead yet. Christ, you've put on weight. How do you find me?
I took a train.
Here, Till. What do you think of him, then?
I heard you was married.
Oh, come on, no farting about. What do you think of him?
He's a bit young.
Never think she was an old Belleville streetwalker, would you?
Edith.
Oh, Christ. You never could take a joke. I suppose you want a drink? You still drink, don't you?
Only wine.
Fetch the whiskey. That's what she's after.
Darling, you should sleep soon.
No, never mind that. You fetch the whiskey. That's what she wants. So, what do you think of him, then? Best bloody looker I ever had. Better than anything you got.
How old is he?
He's old enough.
You don't do nothing, do you?
No. Still, you never know. Anyway, thanks for coming. See your daft face cheer anyone up. What did your husband say?
Never knew I was coming.
Just as well.
Well, you know what he's like. He thinks you ought to have set us up in a business.
Oh, well, you know me. Never could hang on to nothing. Still, we had some good times, didn't we? Remember running in and out of Coco Chanel's, buying 2 of everything? Never did pay that bill.
Mind if I smoke?
It's bad for you, you know. Read it in the papers.
Oh, well, you only die once.
Trust you.
Aren't you having nothing, Ed?
Edith's on a diet just now.
Oh.
Hey, we could tell him a thing or two, eh, Twan? Her and me used to have our own band at one time. She spent more time doing fellas at the back than we ever copped in fees.
We had to eat. Yeah. Do you remember that time in Milan?
You didn't come to Milan.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
Darling.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember. Tell him, Twan.
We brought these Chinese acrobats back to the hotel where we were staying. There was ever so many of them.
Tell him about the goldfish.
I was going to. Anyway, they had this pond, see, this ornamental pond in the foyer. We got them all paddling, catching the fish. Then we went into the kitchens, you know, making breakfast. We had them on toast. Oh, with noodles.
Oh, I forgot about those noodles.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Forgot what we did after that. Oh, yeah, you tried to slash your wrists. Yeah, that's right.
When was that?
She was always doing things like that. I nearly let you and all.
Pity you didn't.
Darling, no.
No. No, you're right, love. I'd never have met you.
We got thrown out.
He's lovely. I don't deserve him. Go on, Twan. Go on.
Oh, my Janine. The youngest. Ever such a good dancer, Edith. We're paying for classes. I don't know if it will come to anything. Ah, be nice, though.
Darling, do you want to sleep now?
No, no. You go on. Go on.
Oh, do you remember the Krauts, Edith? Oh, I never told you. One of them looked me up after the war. Oh, he was ever so well off. They locked us up once. Well, during the war, Ede was passing messages to our chaps in the prison camps. I nearly thought our number was up, I can tell. Is she all right? Ede?